The look of your show, whether it be for sports, news, or a live event, is something that is difficult to recall because it has so many different elements. To make that job easy, for the TV in particular, we want to boil down all of those elements to be recalled in a simple fashion. For example, a single button can call back the entire look for your show. So, we want to have the ability to recall those looks very easily. How do we do that? With a combination of things called snapshots, macros, and timelines. Almost every switcher has something called a snapshot, the ability to memorize a particular moment in time, hence the term snapshot, so we can easily recall it later on. Snapshots can be called up one after the other, essentially cutting from one look to another, or we can transition from one snapshot to another with a smooth dissolve, if you will. Macros are like snapshots, except that they can memorize button pushes anywhere in your switcher. A macro is capable of calling up or reproducing a button push and have a precise amount of time before it presses the next button push, but it's all done in an automated fashion. When you recall a macro, you can be recalling something as simple as a single button push or a string of button pushes that might be 5, 10, or even 20 buttons long. When you run a macro, you're telling the switcher to call up a sequence of events, all with very precise timing. Like a macro, a timeline calls up a sequence of events, but the timing of those events is based on keyframes. A keyframe is often a graphical representation on a monitor about when a particular event takes place. With so many elements in your show, it's important to be able to recall everything with precise timing to create the look of your show. Macros, timelines, and snapshots are just some of the ways Kairos can recall the look of your show with ease.